Any questions concerning COVID-19, 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call us up. He will definitely answer your question. We got Dr. MJ Collier on the phone. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and all the Rickey Smiley morning show listeners. We're here with your Wednesday morning coronavirus update. And let me tell you, the numbers continue to amaze me. The numbers continue to go up. Yet we are relaxing shelter in place, stay at home rules and restrictions, and people are, responding in an amazing way because they're doing things they wouldn't do under normal circumstances that are putting themselves at risk and increasing their exposure. The U.S. death rate today, 1,237,761. The number of deaths now up to 73,000. And it's thought that we're going to increase the death rate, Rickey, the death rate, number of people dying to 2,000 deaths per day as a direct result of the relaxed shelter-in-place rules. Obviously, a real conscientious decision has been made to sacrifice lives to stimulate the economy, and that's really the reality of the matter. And, in African-Americans and people of color always wanted to be woke. You need to be woke in this situation. Don't become a statistic. Don't be the cause of your own demise by behaviors that can be avoided. So if you're going to go out, I'm going to give you some things I want you to do. Still, continue to wear your mask. Still continue to wear your goggles, the ones that we talked about, the DeWalt's that are available at Home Depot. Very good eye protection and will help control you. Avoid uncontrolled environments like malls. If you see any gathering of people from the grocery store to a mall environment, any place that you cannot control, and you see large crowds, those areas are to be avoided because your risk of exposure is still high. Don't gather in groups of greater than 10 people. It's just still a common sense thing to do. We still want you to wash your hands and wash your hands up to the elbow. Don't become slack with that. Using soap and water is perfect. If not, use hand sanitizers. I'm not recommending that you wear gloves because gloves become contaminated and they contaminate you. Still, don't touch your face, your nose, or your mouth. And avoid sick people. If you see someone that's coughing or sneezing or appears that they might have a health challenge, that's someone you don't need to be around. Now, so what else can we do, Rickey? We can make ourselves the best that we can do. You need to improve your own health. I'm starting to see people that have putting on their Corona 15, and their health has deteriorated because they've been sheltering in place. So now it's time to start getting yourself together. You're going to get out. The weather is good. I want everybody to give me 30 minutes of walking every day. You don't have to go to the gym to work out. You don't have to have an elaborate workout room at your home. All it takes is 30 minutes of walking at a brisk pace, 3 to 5 miles per hour. And I want you to increase that 5 minutes every 3 days until you're up to 1 hour. Right. And it's really time that everybody has.
All right, if anybody want to talk to Dr. Collier, if you have any questions, you can call right now, 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. We'll be taking your phone calls on the other side. More Dr. MJ Collier up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Hey, thank y'all for joining us. If you're just getting up, it's the top of the hour, and the one and only Dr. MJ Collier giving us with our COVID-19 updates, and we appreciate you coming on. Dr. Collier, I think, man, and tell me if I'm wrong, I think we're going to be dealing with this for the next 18 months.
That might be a slow estimate, Rickey. It might be longer than that. And the thing is that the emotional fatigue that people are suffering from, we cannot emphasize enough, everybody. Rickey is right. Rickey is right. Rickey is right. When he tells you to stay home, when he tells you to stay in shelter, when he tells you to keep wearing your mask and your goggles, this thing is still on the upswing. It's peaking. And just because the time has come and passed, we've been into it for 6 weeks now, nothing has changed. If anything, it's worsened because we're becoming less vigilant with how we're protecting ourselves. So once again, we want to stay as healthy as we can and do the things that we can do. We want to avoid fast foods and cut down on fried foods. People always say, well, what does that mean, Dr. Collier? What can I eat? I have a catchphrase, Rickey. If it swims, you can eat it. If it flies, you can eat it. Preferably baked or broiled. And now I recommend air frying as an alternative versus frying in oil. that will pretty much make your meal healthy. When you have a well-prepared entree, then most people have reasonable size. They have something green, something orange, something yellow, and and their food is healthy. We also have to be conscientious about the amounts that we're eating, the portions that we're eating. Just because it's there and we spent time preparing it and cooking it doesn't mean we have to continue to overeat. So the time for sitting in front of the television and eating to excess and drinking to excess, and now we're past that. We have to do the best we can do to optimize our health so that we can get through this as a people. I don't want to be saying black people disproportionately have been affected by this, and that's what we're going to be saying in 2 weeks if people don't, really approach this in the right way.
Right. All right, y'all. Look, the phone lines are blowing up. Get out of us. 866-9 Rickey, 866-9-RICKEY. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. I was calling to find out the supplements. Is it okay to just take, as a woman, to just take a one-a-day supplement, or is it very much necessary to have the vitamin C and D? And also, I wanted to know, for someone who has, anxiety, I was just wondering, is there, a special diet that people should be, even not just with me, but with all that's going on, is there, special types of foods that he recommends that, people eat with anxiety and people who are having depression and, things like that, and panic attacks and things of that nature?
CBD
oil.
Okay.
I highly recommend CBD oil as good for anxiety. Again, the foods that I just mentioned are great. Now, you cannot get all the supplements that you need in one pill. The CDC and the World Health Organization has come out saying that vitamin D is the number one supplement that you should be taking in this situation, and that dose needs to be a minimum of 5,000 international units per day. There are vitamin D preparations that are 300 and 500 international units. That's far too low. You need to take 5,000 international units to optimize your immune system. And so we want to make sure that you're taking your vitamin D. Dr. Collier loaded up on zinc yesterday. I gave some to all my employees to add to the probiotics, the omega-3 fish oil, and the vitamin D. And then echinacea is also one that we have talked about positively. So there are multiple supplements. Don't get supplement fatigue, because that's really the only thing that you can do right now to optimize your immune system is to take immune-boosting supplements. And I mentioned previously, I had a patient, that was discharged from the hospital and was given 6 different supplements.
Wow. All right, you're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
I received a liver transplant 10 years ago. I'm receiving a liver transplant. They put you on immunosuppressant drugs. So I hear Dr. Collier talking about taking probiotics, zinc, and vitamin D to boost your immunity. So I wonder, is that safe for people who receive transplants to take those type of, suggestions that he's giving out?
Yes, for anybody that's in an immune compromised situation, they are perfectly safe. Most supplements supplements don't have to be FDA approved. They're not medications, but they do have some type of scrutiny and some type of certification with them. And most supplements are perfectly compatible with any medication that you can take. The immune suppressing drugs that you have to take so that your body does not reject a transplanted organ like a liver or a kidney are very compatible with supplements. Remember, most of the supplements are vitamins, minerals, and so they are perfectly okay, and they add and boost to your health without any compromises to it when you're on immune suppressing medications.
All right, you're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Dr. Carr, I would like to know, if you're allergic to seafood, is it okay to take that omega fish oil?
Okay, some omega fish oil products have been known to cause allergic reactions to people that are allergic to seafood. So very good point. I'm so glad that you brought that out. But, it's important that you get a product that's been purified and all the impurities removed. Your fish oil capsule should be crystal clear. When you look at it, it should not smell fishy when you open the bottle. That's your best chance at not having a problem with an allergic reaction with it. But if you have, a really violent reaction to seafood, then I would recommend avoiding the omega-3s and just stick with the probiotics, the vitamin D, and the zinc.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
We can be reached on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. We're going to keep bringing you the coronavirus. We want to keep all of Rickey Smiley Morning Show listeners healthy. So please, 2 weeks from now, we want to be able to say we did the right thing. We are not a statistic. We are going to stay healthy, stay home, and stay safe. And that's what we want to do, Rickey. Ask Dr. MJ on all social media.
There it is. They love you, Dr. Collier.
Love you back. Stay healthy, Rickey.
Yes, sir. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, love don't live here anymore. Y'all won't believe what actress confessed that she didn't love her man. We'll talk about the next one, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Yeah.